Hey, how's it going? Uznik here in the M24 Chaffee on Westfield. Standard battle. It is a pretty decent matchmaking for the Chaffee, nothing over tier 8. So, this would be a really nice little game. At the beginning of this match, I am going to go straight up to this hill, try to get some early spots. If you're spawning over in this area, you do have a better chance of getting some really easy spots because you're able to get to the hill before the other team does. So I get up to the top of the hill and see what I can spot out. My Chaffee's set up so I can see 445 meters while moving, which is pretty decent, but the Chaffee really shines whenever you hide in a bush, since you are able to spot before getting spotted yourself. Anyways, I go ahead and circle around, try to fall off radar, and then I start retreating. My next move is to go to the east and watch that flank. So it's going to take a while for me to get over there. But as you see, I got one heavy tank heading over toward the middle of the map right now. He's going to be my help while I get over here to see what I can do. The rest of the team is pretty much just socking it out in the northwest. That's mostly where all the action really takes place on this map. So I'm trying to get over here just to see if somebody's going to be coming over, because that early in the game, Chaffee is not going to be doing too well on frontline warfare, especially if the tanks are going to be all hulled down and you're not going to be able to get any shots in to weak spots. Now, right up here, when I get to the top of this hill, I like to get right here behind this bush, and this tree really covers me from all the way across the way. However, if you notice, all the way at the bridge is over 500 meters, so there's no way I'm going to be spotting anybody while they're over there. However, if anybody tries to advance on me, I'll be able to spot them before they spot me. Now this tiger, I was contemplating on putting a shot in, and then I was like, okay, I'm just going to shoot. Then I get spotted. I don't know if it was by that tiger or somebody else, so I go ahead and back off, make it seem like I am completely retreating. And then whenever I fall off radar, I go ahead and swerve back around and see what else I could spot out. I go ahead and bypass this little area. I'm not going to mess with that tiger anymore, since I think he was the one that spotted me. So I'm going to go straight up here. This is kind of tricky going across this little field, simply because there's no cover whatsoever. But since the Chaffee does have a really good camouflage rating, don't have much to worry about. But this tank is a pretty big profile, so right here I stop. I see that I'm a little bit under trying to spot anybody on that hill, but this T-43 I do see. He's noticed he's been spotted, and he's freaking out. He doesn't know where I'm at. Now if I shoot now, he will be able to spot me, since I bet he does have binoculars, since he came all the way over here to this side. There's no reason for a Russian tank to come front line like this unless he has binoculars. But since I'm behind a bush, he's not going to be able to spot me whatsoever. Now, I keep an eye on him simply because there's nothing else I could really do. Now, there's a tiger and that T-43. My heavy tank that came over with me is dead. I do see I've seen that I'm able to penetrate the side of his turret if I can hit dead on. Then our Waffenträger Panzer IV, he's moving on up into F5. The T-43 starts firing, and the Tiger has some company over there as well. A medium tank has moved up into E6. I'm sitting here, I'm waiting for a good time to really shoot. I'll thinking about whether to shoot or not. It's kind of tricky, because the moment I shoot, I'm able to be spotted. Now he moves forward. He puts himself between this tree, and I'm like, okay, if I'm going to fire, now is the best time. He's not going to be able to see me through the tree. I fire at him, hit him twice. He freaks out. He starts moving, and he gets out of dodge. Now with most of our team dead, I go ahead and decide just rush forward. And I'm going to try to go ahead and go up this whole flank. I stop right here behind this bush just to be sure that nobody is camping that ridge. All throughout this game, I haven't been watching the map, counting for all the detections. That's T-71. I end up getting a shot in on him, and then I shoot again, missing. And I think right now I'm going to get spotted. Oh no, I don't. Well, now that I'm in the last tank alive, I go ahead and just rush the enemy base. I'm going to say that since I'm the only one left, there's no way I'm able to really kill everybody. So just try to get as much done as possible. Now, while I went over that hill, those two tanks did not spot me at all, which means I could really just hang out back here at A0 and wait for the entire game to pass over. But what's the fun in that? I go ahead and bypass the base. There's no reason for them to know exactly where I'm at. So right here, I actually spot out a tank destroyer up on the bridge. Now this may actually cause me a lot of trouble. It's because I actually pointed my gun over toward him, and if he had time to turn his camera over, he would have seen that he was being aimed at from this side, which means they know that I'm over here. The enemies start capping the base, but it looks like they kind of backpedaled on that. They're probably yelling over their mics, no cap, kill all. And right here I see a panther. I don't know why this panther was sitting here like this, because he's just sitting there. He's not moving, he's not aiming. I'm thinking, what the heck is going on here? Then when I finally shoot him, that's whenever he comes to life. He starts moving. I put 2 shots in on him, but a Tiger P is shooting at me, so there's not much of a chance I'm going to survive. And that was the game on Westfield. The moral of the story here is, don't go to the same part of the map as the rest of the team and get killed. You're needed elsewhere to try to push the enemies from another area.